Yo, am I live? Am I live? What's up? What's up? I'm trying this out for the first time, see if it works. Okay, welcome to live chat. Remember, guard your privacy. Okay, Doug, I'm guarding my privacy. Okay, we got the YouTube chat right here. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I wanted to try this live thing out. I appreciate everybody that's been part of this journey. You know what I'm saying? Okay, looks like I'm live everywhere. What's up? What's up? All right, so I'm here to talk to you guys, but you guys can also I'm gonna react to videos, talk to you guys for a little bit. There's a lot going on. I was just talking to my sister, right? And we're in multi chat. Okay, okay. So I was talking to my sister. What's up, everybody? Get in the chat. Get in the chat. Get in the chat. Yo, I don't even know who's on, who's watching, who's not. How do I know if somebody's watching? You know what I'm saying? Well, a lot is going on. I was talking to my sister right now, and my sister was like, "Yo, Gadiel, what's crazy is that there's a lot going on." I'm like, I don't want to get on and talk about politics. I don't. But it's like so in your face, especially when you're Latino. Like, how can you not? Right? And especially what's going on right now, like with all ICE and stuff is going on. Like, there was a protest going on around my area, and ICE was around here, around the area. I looked at my mom and dije, "Mami, tú no puedes salir afuera. You can't go outside. You can't." So I downloaded OBS, and I was like, let me try to stream in multiple platforms at the same time. So let me know if you on, if you could watch this, if you could see me. If you on. Yeah. I'm trying this out. This is a test. See how it goes. If it goes well, it goes well. If it not, I'll try something else. A lot going on, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, what do you guys think about Nicki Minaj, bro? Nicki Minaj. Isn't she Jamaican or something? Oh, you see me, Cecilia. ¿Cómo tú estás, mi amor? Oh, this is on YouTube. ¿Qué es lo que es, Cecilia? Okay. ¿Cómo estamos? So, this is what we're going to do here. We're going to chat with each other, and also you could send me a video. You could decide what you want to hear story. We could talk about what's going on, or we could talk about if you have a question, I can answer it. Right? Or we could do whatever you want. I'm going to let you control this conversation. Also, let me bring in this thing right here. And also, we could react to things together. There's a lot of things that we could see together. Mango. Que no hay caído. Mango que no ha caído. Mango que no ha caído. No, that was aquí tranquilo como mango no ha caído todavía. Oh, that's an old school one. So, Cecilia, have you been watching the videos I've been posting, my podcast? Hey, welcome, because I've been posting a lot of. I think I seen you in the comments on a couple of the videos. I don't know. Yeah. Where you at? Where you located? Please let me know where you at. Let me know where you located. It could be New York. It could be in the middle of the country. California. I went to Washington, D.C., and Washington, D.C. looks a little crazy, yo. I went over there, and I saw a National Guard walking down the street. They hit, bueno. They looked at me. Yo dije, yo no voy para allá. I ain't going over there. Tú estás loco. Cecilia, where you at? I wish I could see, the numbers of people that are watching right now. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, with everything that's going on, I'm afraid of my mom walking down the street. Every time I don't hear from her, I'm calling her, making sure yo, you got your passport? Is everything okay? Are you okay? Are you gonna come home? Yep. Things are crazy, bro. From El Patio. For anybody that don't know what El Patio is, Cecilia says she's from El Patio. But what she's saying is that she's from Dominican Republic. For all you guys that don't know what Dominican Republic is at, is in the Caribbean. It's probably the hottest country in all the Caribbean. It's probably the only country that got the the strongest economy. When you hear bachata, when you hear salsa, merengue, it's coming from Dominican Republic. La gente dominicana son la gente más activa que hay. La gente dominicana son la gente más activa que hay. Cecilia, what is your favorite? Do you like watching movies? I wonder if there's a delay. Can you hear me okay? Hmm? Is there a video you want me to react to? Yeah, I got this here going on. Yeah, bro. This whole thing's being Latino in this country is like sometimes I do a lot of shows, right? And the one thing that I think about when I go up on stage and I see a lot of people and they look at me, they're trying to figure out what am I? They're trying to figure out like, am I Dominican? Is he Bruno Mars? What is this guy? I know that they know that I'm Latino and they have like a perception of Latinos nowadays. That I'm like, and I don't like the way that Latinos are being portrayed through the media, right? And I feel like it's done on purpose to like minimize us. But I already know that I feel like I gotta let them know what the elephant in the room is. You know what I mean? I gotta let them know. Mira, yo soy dominicano, yo soy latino y nosotros somos así. Mira, estas son las cosas que nosotros pasamos, right? Cecilia, tú entiendes inglés, tú hablas inglés, ¿verdad? Porque tú me estás hablando español todo el tiempo. Also, I want to thank everybody that's been watching the podcast, bro. Like, it's not easy coming out, thinking about things to talk about, or, you know, every week doing the podcast with Norberto. Norberto's been great with these comedians, meeting so many comedians. It's been phenomenal. New York is extremely cold right now, bro. It's extremely cold. My car is under snow. I haven't even moved the car because I'm not moving it. It's crazy. Some days are like -4, bro. What are your thoughts on the I am no black, I'm Dominican? I'm glad that everybody's talking about it. My thoughts is that I am glad, and let me tell you something. I get backlash, Cecilia. Sometimes some people be like, yo, Gadiel, I can't believe tú eres un vende patria. But the people that are mad, bro, ellos son los vende patria. ¿Tú sabes por qué? Lo que pasa es que hay mucha gente que se enojan que estamos hablando de raza hoy en día, pero eso nada más afecta a la gente que son racistas. ¿Tú entiendes lo que digo? Like, right? And let me tell you something. And it's not only Dominican Republic. I think people are hyper focused on Dominican Republic, but this is all Latin America. It's an all Latin American thing. Like, and it's based upon the caste system. And I think that all Latin America, the Spaniards did a great job in colonizing all Latin America, right? And they did it in a way to brainwashing people to be part of a social hierarchy, saying this sabe que the more whiter you are, the more privileged you are, right? So I'm no black, I'm Dominican. I love it because I feel like this opens up a conversation because we see this a lot in Dominican Republic. When I was younger, I thought I was white. Bro, yo me recuerdo la primera vez que we started talking about Afro-Latinidad en Pero Like en Bussy, right? Y oye, ¿tú sabes cuánta gente dominicana, y no solo dominicanos, afro-latinos, vinieron para mí y me dijeron a mí, Gadiel, yo pensaba que yo era blanco. But even me, bro, yo pensaba que yo era blanco. So, cuando alguien me dijo, pero Gadiel, tú eres negro, esa es la primera vez que yo vi el color del pie mío. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm not, my lips, my nose, my features were not African. So, I I think that I'm glad there is a wide conversation because it opens up the conversation to be debated. And that's something that was never talked about before. We just lived our lives. We just, you know, we moved through our lives in a way that we acted like race didn't exist, but people are still affected by it. But right now, people are like, wait a minute. There's some people that say, oh, Dominicans, and there's a reason for why a lot of people say I'm no black, because they're conflating nationalism to racism, right? I'm saving because I want to do my ancestry DNA. Oh yeah, you should do it. You should do your ancestry DNA. I did mine, and I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised because I was like, oh, pero vean acá. También, I should have never gotten surprised. I think it was, I think it, the weird thing about it when I got it, like I know, like I was very extreme on camera, but behind the scenes, I was like, wow, it made sense because half of me was like 51% European, right? So it was like, and the European was half Italian, half Spaniard. Who conquered Dominican Republic? The Italians and the Spaniards. Yeah. And then I forgot what was my African, my DNA when it came to the African. I felt like I had no Taíno. I was like, that hurt my feelings, bro. Yo creo que tenía como 2% de Taíno. Y dije, mierda, loco. I think you should do your ancestry. But I think I wish there was more conversation. What I'm afraid of, Cecilia, I mean, lo que está pasando nowadays, that people are so against education, and then we live in an age of social media that people are forgetting how to read, right? So the majority of Americans, not only America, but especially it's even worse in Latin American countries, that most people don't know how to read, and they read at a third grade level. Like, education is extremely, and now is becoming even harder to get an education in the United States of America. So what happens in the future, bro? Right? The term Afro Latino was something that it came from sociology. It came from Brazil, right? But if we don't have people educate themselves in sociology anymore, like, what's gonna happen? There's gonna a lot of people just gonna live their life blindly, not knowing where they come from, who they are, their history. I think people really need to know their history. You know? Hold on, let's say connect live. I connected this so like that I could go live on TikTok, but I don't even think this is going live on TikTok. I think it's only going live on YouTube. You have any more questions? I think Cecilia's the only one hanging out with me right now. Oh, we got one on we actually got a viewer in on Twitch. What's up? Cecilia, you on Twitch or you on YouTube? You on YouTube. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Right? I love my people, man, and I just feel like, and I feel like Latinos are the hardest working people. Not only that we're the hardest working people, we create culture where we're very communal. And I think that when we come to the United States of America, that community kind of splits in a way. It goes like different factions, different places, you know? My Spanish got so much better from watching. What? Stop it, Kayla. Oh, no, it's Kaya. My bad. I messed up. Word. Was that from watching me back in the day, mama? Where you from? Let me know where you from. Where you at? Are you in New York City? Also, if there's some videos that you want me to react to, let me know. I'll react to some videos. I got esta vaina programada para que uno vea de todo aquí. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, man. I love this country, though. I love my people. So, I'm from Trinidad. Oh, you from Trinidad? Yes. Pero like, what's up? Trinidad. Y'all are people, bro. Trinidad, y'all be eating plantains just like us. Matter of fact, we had Kwesi. Kwesi part of BuzzFeed was from Trinidad. He was from Trinidad. Man, and really nice guy, really cool guy. And he was a New Yorker too. So him and I, it was just like we had like our own little thing, right? Like in a sense that we understood each other differently. We're Caribbeans, right? He was Trinidad Tobago, right? From my perspective, Afro Latino is a short word in front of all the mix. We have Taino, Caucasian, African. Yeah. Well, Afro Latino is like descendants of Africans or like like Latin American Afro descendants, right? That's why Afro Latino comes from. And it was a ways to be like, okay, these people exist. Because you also have to understand like Mexico in 2015 is when they actually had a census to showcase Afro Mexicans, right? People didn't even know like African Mexicans existed. Yo, and Black Mexicans, yo, they go hard, bro. They are proud and they're beautiful, beautiful. You could see like they're indigenous, like like you could tell like they have like the Mexicas mixed with some blackness. It was like they have like the big curly hair. Beautiful people, bro. We only acknowledge the Caucasian and African Taino and not the Taino side. We left it apart. Yeah. And you know what the sad part is? The Taino died off from diseases. But we do have they did a 23andMe and I seen people with 23andMe with 30% Taino. There are Tainos in the country. We're just mixed. Yeah. But the majority of us have very little Taino, bro. Because when they came over, they got rid of a lot of Taino. Not only that, that 90% died from diseases. But you also got to think about the Europeans, they used to have the plague. People used to die from having like rats all over the damn place. Right? And they used to eat it. So they'll have plagues. And the thing that people survived, they were immune to those diseases from all those plagues. They were like, yo, and they were dying from diseases. They used to have pandemics. And they used to be like, nah, it's the witches. Bro. Y esta gente mataba. They used to kill people. They used to kill mujeres, señores. To being like, ¿tú sabes qué? I don't think it's the disease people are dying from. It's the witch. It's the witch. We're going to have a trial. So by the time those people came over to the New Americas, when they hit Hispaniola, they're like, all those natives that were not immune to all those damn diseases. And they started dying. We only acknowledge the Caucasian African, not the Taino. Yeah. I think we should acknowledge more the Taino. If you look at my grandfather, he looks like he Mexican, bro. Parece Taino, señores. Puerto Rico tiene comunidades de Taino, personas que abrazan esa cultura. Sadly, no hay mucha apreciación. Yeah, that is so true. Y sabes que en los boricuas se le ve más. Ellos tienen más comunidad, como más de eso. That's why I love Puerto Ricans. I think that's Puerto Ricans are extremely communal. Very. You ever met Puerto Ricans? Puerto Ricans are always like, yo, come to my house, hang out with me. It's Christmas. I don't even know you, but come to my Christmas party. Like that. If it's Christmas Hola, hola, SWS. ¿Qué lo que? ¿Cómo estamos? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for joining this live. This is the first time I'm doing a live. I'm just live streaming right now and just giving it a try. And what do you guys think? I want to see who's on, and I'm trying this out for the first time. SWS, where you from? Where you at? Where you coming from? I'm a PR. I love Puerto Rico. Yep. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que fuiste a RD? I went 3 years ago. You know, I went. Sadly, it's for my grandfather's funeral. You know, cuando se murió mi papá, yo no regresé. Porque sabe que los abuelos de uno is the thing that attaches us to the country. Es la cosa que me llevaba para el país. Tú sabes. Y tengo tiempo sin ir al campo. Mi familia son de campo, viene de Nagua. Y para decirte la verdad, eso me hace tanta falta. ¿Sabes? Yeah. Thank you, SWS. Y se murieron los viejos míos, tú sabes. Y ahí está la casa sola. Bueno, it's a beautiful house. Y atrás de la casa hay un gran patio. Y tenemos mango. Y tenemos aguacate. Passion fruit. Y de atrás de la montaña hay una finca de arroz. Nothing but freaking rice fields. Y después de esa finca de arroz, montañas. And I was like, wow. Mi familia se fue de aquí para pasar frío aquí en Nueva York. Argentina. ¿Qué es lo que es Argentina? ¿Estás en Argentina ahora o vives aquí en los Estados Unidos? ¿Qué es lo que es Argentina? Pues yo no sabía que los argentinos me seguían a uno, loco, que nos enseñan cariño. Have you been watching the podcast? I've been posting a podcast on YouTube on a weekly basis. That's crazy. I think I do want to start doing more lives, man, to connect with people, to get to know you guys even better, because you at least get to interact with me. I get to interact with you. I get to tell you stories. You get to tell me who you are. Soy de Argentina, acá vivo. Pero Argentina se pone frío también. Yo, you know what I love about Argentinians? They cook meat. Yo, de toda clase, los argentinos saben hacer carne. Y el chimichurri, esa salsa de chimichurri, eso lo mejor que ha sacado los argentinos. Oye, tú comes, allá en Argentina, tú te sientas ahí y tú sabes que ellos hasta cocinan la míndola de la vaca. Hasta la míndola de la vaca se comen ellos. And it's like different types of steak. Oh, nothing but like meat. Yo no comí nada de arroz. Ellos casi no comen arroz, de lo que yo sepa. Y no comen plátano. ¿Por qué no hay plátano en Argentina? Necesitamos traer plátano a Argentina. ¿Tú has comido plátano? SWS. Se echa nada a perder acá. Yo veo. El chimichurri es el final. Es como el guasacaca de acá. Así que se llama, guasacaca. Esa vaina como no suena bien, señores. Guasacaca. Eso es algo de verdad. Yo nunca he escuchado de que guasacaca. Chimichurri. El chimichurri es lo máximo. Para Argentina, tú sabías muy bien que los dominicanos tenemos nuestra propia forma de chimichurri. El chimichurri es un sándwich dominicano en la República Dominicana. Para que te lo sepas. A mí me encantaría ir a Argentina. Si me tratan bien, yo voy a Argentina. ¿Qué parte de Argentina eres tú? Y el vino. Ay, ustedes saben de vino también. Argentina tiene muy poca clima tropical. Las frutas tropicales son caras. Oh. Tuve que ahora estamos aprendiendo de uno al otro. También los argentinos tienen algo que es más bueno que el diablo, que se llama hierba mate. Hierba mate. Esa vaina, uno tiene, it has like healing properties. Es bueno para la salud, te da energía y también te ayuda a rebajar. ¿Sí o no? Buenos Aires, acá hay mucha gente de todos los lados de Latinoamérica. Ah, pues yo voy para Buenos Aires y escuché que el aire está bueno allá. El mate es un acquired taste. Not gonna lie. But you know what I appreciate about el mate is that people drink it with no sugar. You know, people should drink it with no sugar, like, which is cool. It has caffeine. It keeps you energized. Pero si te gusta, then it doesn't have like heating properties. Like I heard, like mate has like so much things that benefits the body. That's what I heard. I could be lying. Si yo voy ya para allá, para Argentina, para bailar, ¿cómo se dice? El tango. Ah, para bailar un tanguito. Oh, oh. Para que te lo sepa. Cecilia está aquí todavía. ¿Dónde está esa Cecilia? Yo sé quién está aquí y quién no está aquí. Yo puedo ver los nombres. As far as I know, it's no nutritional value. Pero ayuda a la gente a adelgazar. That's what I heard. But I do like it. I heard it has antioxidants. And maybe I'm making things up. I heard it has antioxidants. It keeps you energized. Mate is really good, but like instead of going to Starbucks, tómate un mate. Y en RD has hecho stand-up. Todavía no. Me encantaría. Sabe que aquí en los Estados Unidos uno hace mucho stand-up en inglés. Pero lo bueno de Nueva York es que hay muchos latinos. Y aquí hay muchos shows que se puede hacerlo en español. Yo hice unos cuantos en español. Aquí tengo el pana mío, Angelo Colina. Y el 26 voy para Stanford. Yo creo que para Stanford vamos a hacerlo en español ahí. Pero me encantaría hacerlo allá en la República Dominicana. Eso sería algo heavy. ¿Sabes que el dominicano tiene una jerga, tú sabes, chistosa? Especialmente donde viene mi gente de Nagua. La mayoría de la gente que vinieron aquí, mayoría de la gente que vinieron aquí de la República Dominicana son gente campesina. Por eso que venimos de esa descendencia que hay mucho, like, ese flow callejero, ese carisma. Mi familia viene de Nagua. What about Miami? Yo hice uno en Miami. Miami was dope as... I was surprised how many people showed up in Miami, bro. My sister! Why would you regret this stream? Because it's the first time I'm streaming on YouTube. That's my baby sister, y'all. Jumeli Jimenez. Que lo que? Tariq, welcome to the live. You know, it's the first time I'm doing a live here on YouTube. Actually, I did it years ago when I first opened up the YouTube. And I was like, I'm going to start doing lives again. So I'm also trying out the system, see if it works, see if you guys can hear me perfectly, right? Trying this thing out, but I want to do it more consistently. You know, I'm going to start getting on lives on Tuesdays. Or I should do like Monday nights. Monday nights will be, right? Monday nights? What do you guys think Monday nights? 8 p.m. 8 p.m. around there or around this time, like 9 p.m., 9:30, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Ahí nosotros hablamos de qué es lo que está pasando. Hey, yay. I can't wait. My sister, that's my baby sister, by the way. Shout out to my baby sister. My baby sister, y'all, is studying for political. She's going to graduate this year and is getting a political science degree. Clap it up for my sister. Clap it up. Hold on. I think I got an applause thing. Hold on. Wait. Yo no sé cómo esto funciona. Espérate. Oh, wait, that's not it. That's the wrong one. Oh, that's not the... Monday nights, right? Monday nights. Live Monday nights. Así que vamos a hacer. Hold on, wait. Yeah. I love you too. Le deseo todo lo mejor. Thank you, Tyreek. Thank you. Thank you. Un aplauso. W for my sister. She's going to be a lawyer, but she wants to move to Washington, D.C. What do you guys think? Should my sister move to New York or move to Washington, D.C.? In New York, she could move to New York and live with me, or she could go to Washington, D.C. a pasar soledad. Yo, and she's so beautiful. She came down here. She did her braids. I was like, she was looking so nice. Tariq, where you from? Donde eres? Where you coming from? Yo, we're gonna do Monday nights. Yo, I better be on SWS. I remember people's names. Oíste, Tariq y la Cecilia esa. Yo me recuerdo de la gente. For real. We're going to keep doing this. You know, and every stream is going to get a little better every single time. All right? I'm still learning, but we're going to figure it out. So, Jomeli, when you saw it, what did it show like a thumbnail? It doesn't show a thumbnail or nothing. It just said like, I'm going to regret the stream. Soy de Estados Unidos, hermano mío. ¿Cómo que de Estados Unidos? Okay, pero claro. You know what I'm asking, Tariq. You know what I'm asking. Where you from? Soy de Estados Unidos. Where's your family from? You Dominican. Tariq is not a Dominican name, though. Maybe he is American or she. I don't even know is it he or she. All I see is a name. What is it? There's a thumbnail. What's the oh, there's a thumbnail. I didn't even make a thumbnail. Oh, they're Georgia. You're from Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. How come you can speak Spanish? How do you learn Spanish? See, that's how I got to figure out, Jumeli. When it comes to going live, create my own thumbnail. Todos son de Estados Unidos. What the fuck? Tariq is messing with me. Tariq, that's a black name. You're African American. He's saying you're from Georgia. That's another hint. Am I right? Or am I wrong? But how come you're writing Spanish? So you learn how to spell. Are you Afro-Latino? So you're not Latino? And you could write in Spanish? With accents and everything? Do you put an accent on anything? No. You put no accent. You're messing with my head. I am so confused right now. He put there's an accent on the razón. Tienes razón. That means I was right. Applause for me. That's right. No tengo herencia hispana. Coño. He's probably ChatGPT and put in it. Tariq is going through ChatGPT and then post it. Or how do you learn how to speak Spanish? How do you learn Spanish? Don't be ChatGPT, my ass. What up? Oh, Paola. Paola. Shout out to Paola. Clap it up for Paola. You know, Paola, thank you for always getting on the podcast. I'll be watching your comments every week. As a matter of fact, I have a podcast, y'all, and I record a podcast every week, and I release it on Wednesdays. I bring in different guests. I bring my friends. We get to chill, chat. We talk about things that are going on in the world, you know. And a lot of times I talk to comedians, get to know them a little bit. High school, bro. You must have gone to a really good high school. Because I know so many people that go to high school that took Spanish in high school and don't know how to read, write in Spanish. I don't know what they're doing at those schools in Georgia, but they're probably really good. Shout out to Tariq. Shout out to Tariq. How long did the snowstorm last for? How long did the snowstorm last for? I heard it was rough in a lot of places. You know what? Let me tell you something. The snowstorm, like the first day on Sunday, was crazy. I was like, oh, I'm not leaving my house. The first day, but the second day, it was gone. Like it was the second day, probably snowed probably a little bit. Also, New Yorkers like we're used to snow, right? And I don't think the snowstorm was too crazy, but it was cold, bro. Today was 4 degrees outside, bro. 4 degrees. And then I think tomorrow's gonna be -4, and there's another storm coming this weekend. My teacher was Costa Rican. She must have been hot. Your teacher must have been hot that you were like, yo, I'm paying attention to this class and I'm going to learn Spanish. Because I'm going to learn Spanish. So I like that. My Costa Rican teacher could fall in love with me. That's exactly what it is. I figured it out. This is this is the police looking for your teacher. I'm good. How? Shout out to Tariq. How you doing? You know Tariq? See, y'all becoming friends already. Shout out to you guys. There's love in the air. Mi corazoncito luta por tu amor. I bet he tries and almost aced it. What? Apple, you good with language. You one of those people that be like picking up language mad quick, bro. That's exactly what it is. You saw the teacher and you were like, sorry, I meant to snow in my birthday on January 14. I love snow. You love snow? Well, happy belated birthday. How was your birthday? What do you do for your birthday? Yeah. Matter of fact, it's still ice right there. My car is still flooded with snow. It's crazy. And I feel a lot of things happened last week, bro. And I feel like, I didn't post anything. I post one episode of my podcast. But let me tell y'all something, bro. I didn't want to post anything that everything that's going on with ice, the whole Minnesota thing. I was like, I was just in a space that I was like, yo no puedo estar creando or I don't want to publish anything, especially with the aftermath of everything that's going on over there. Like, it feels like the end of the world. Y no pudimos hablar inglés en la clase. What? So you couldn't talk English in the class? So you had to really learn Spanish? Whoa. Shout out to your teacher. Shout out to your teacher. That's how you, if you're going to learn something, she's like, you're going to learn a day. You're going to come to the class and you're like, I'm going to teach you Spanish. But if you're really going to learn Spanish, if this is a Spanish class, you can't talk English in here. And that's how you should teach. That's how you do it. Yo, shout out to your teacher, bro. I want like a boom. That was not. I don't even know half of the shit that I got in here. What is this? Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Thank you. I went out with my chicas to drink a drink. Oh, what's that? To drink a drink? You're supposed to only drink. A drink. Do you get too drunk? You went out to only drink one drink, girl? Do you get drunk? What's your preferred drink? Tequila? I'm more of a mezcal drinker. Paola, where you located anyways? I'm asking like 3 questions. It's probably gonna take her a minute to respond. I wonder how fast this thing is. I think is there a delay? What do you guys think? Hmm? I think there is. Maybe so I have this right here, right? So the cool thing about I have OBS. So streaming from here is pretty cool because I can always go like this. Boom. Y mira, ¿tú quieres ver un video? Let me show you the old Pero Like videos. I'm gonna react to one of my old Pero Like videos. What do you guys think? You down for that? Is there a Pero Like videos you guys like? Hmm? Music confessions. Where are my videos? You want? Matter of fact, when it sound crazy, I did before the whole Maduro thing. I did a Venezuela video that went viral on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Facebook, on 2 different pages. Forest Hill. Oh. Okay, do you live in Forest Hills? Oh, and the Hennessy on the rocks. You drink Hennessy on the rocks? That's strong. I don't drink no Hennessy on the rocks. What kind of Hennessy? 7 people here, bro. Tell me how time travel works. Tell you how time travel works. I'm gonna tell you how time travel works. Time travel works by moving forward. Matter of fact, we're gonna go back in time, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this. Exarith. I don't know how you say that. Oh, wait, I got food in the Puerto Rican truck. Oh, God, that's a good one, Paola. That's a good one. I'll get to that. People don't know. Like, this is a fact, bro. People don't know that time works differently where you at depending on the atmosphere. The closer that you are to Earth, the slower time is. There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong to time travel. Yes, but wait, time out. Listen to this. So the if we go close to the speed of light, we stop time. All right, time doesn't exist. But let's say if there's strong gravity, time stops or slows down. So let's say if I'm on Earth and I'm looking at you and you're standing in the center of the black hole, you're not moving. Through my perspective, in your perspective, you're doing your day, you're having a full-on conversation, you're chilling in the center of the black hole. In my perspective, you're not moving because in the center of the black hole, time stops. Gravity bends time. Yes. So let's say you're farther away from gravity, because the closer the stronger the gravity is, the more time gets stretched, so it slows it down. That's like this. The gravity within the center of the black hole is so strong that time stops. Isn't that crazy? Now tell me how perspective is the missing variable. Yeah, it could be but perspective is everything. That's true. But also you could time it with cesium clocks. And they did a study. They had cesium clocks, which is the most accurate clocks, and they synced them together. And they had one group with a cesium clock of like 6,000 miles up in the mountain, and they had another cesium clock down at the ground floor. After 24 hours, they they brought the session clock that was on the ground, and they brought it up to the mountain. And when they put the clocks next to each other, and these are the most accurate clocks there is. The session clock that was up in the mountain was 1 millisecond faster. 1 millisecond faster. That means that the people that stayed with the session clock 6,000 feet high was traveling forward in time. Boosh. They also did a study. They had twins. One twin stayed in a spaceship for a whole year, and the other twin stayed on the ground. When the twin that came back from space was younger, looked younger, and was a younger version. You know why? Because he traveled forward in time. It is his younger self that traveled forward in time, y'all. Isn't that crazy? I'm eating peanut butter with jelly. I have sticky fingers. Now define collective casting of magic as if it were a birthday song that collectively forced aging through fire magic and vibration of song daily. You lost me. You lost me with that one. But that was extremely creative. Shout out to you for being extremely creative. There is only now. Ooh, there you go. No, I'm gonna drop some bombs for you. There you go. Only worry about now. That's the best advice I could give somebody. All right. So you said Paola wanted me to react to the Puerto Rican truck. Let me see if I can find it. There was it. It was a Latino truck. That's 1.2 million views. Damn, I didn't even know that. Can you hear me? That was a cool video. That was cool because, like, we were so excited because when you're, Dominican, there's not hardly any Dominican food, especially when you working in, like, where we were at, where BuzzFeed's office is. There's no Latino food around there. Barely. There's probably one Cuban restaurant that we used to go to, but like no. So it was such a big treat to have Puerto. God damn! Oh my God! Look at this belly. Wait a minute. Y'all not even seeing this. Y'all see? Look at this belly, bro. You can't see my my pointer, right? Can you see the mouse? How come you can't see my mouse? Let me see if I can bring this over here. Hold on. Oh yeah, someone's birthday collective cast. Yeah. So others agreed to cast fire and song magic to force you to age. I want to know what Xarith. I want to know. I want what he's smoking. Cause that he or she is creative. My best friend Dominican, so her mom cooked so good, especially sweet beans. Don't get mad with me, Gadiel, but I don't write Spanish language. I could speak Spanish, okay, but don't. Cool video. That's fine. I'm not tripping. We were always hungry. Yo, that coquito bread pudding was fire. She said, siempre tiene hambre. Ahora, claro, muchacha, yo siempre tengo hambre. Speed up the food truck. Speed up the food truck video a little bit, bro, in case Pero like sends a copyright. Yo, for real, I gotta pause it and talk about it from time to time. Can I? You letting me know. So if you speed it up, you don't get the copyright infringement or what? As long as you talk about it. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Looking at my stomach now, god damn. You know what it is? Is that I ain't work out at that time. I used to go straight to work. That pipa. It's hard to judge yourself. That truck looked beautiful too, bro. We were happy as shit. I remember being so happy. I'm like, we gonna eat some Puerto Rican food, bro. We like these. We're gonna have. You know what it is, bro? To not have plátanos, bro. To not no have. I don't think people understand this. I was living in Los Angeles. There were no plátanos. There was no plátanos. And the son and Julissa brings this Puerto Rican food truck. I was like, what? We gonna eat everything, bro. The ancestry video. Yeah. Oh, damn, you're right. That's funny. That's the first thing I said. Plátanos. I haven't seen this video in years, bro. That's the first thing I said. Plátanos. Bro, I was struggling. There was no plátanos out there, bro. Those the tripleta sandwich. Let me see. We go forward into the. Let's go forward to the food tasting. Yo, we had a tripleta sandwich, bro. And I forgot what I think the tripleta is like. They have like I think it's 3 different types of meat in one sandwich. That's what tripleta is because it's triple the meat. Right? It look nice. But one thing I do remember, bro. These people made the best mofongo I ever had in my life, bro. Best mofongo. And they put pernil on top. Oh, phenomenal! And that's her husband. Her husband is also cooks the food, and she taught her husband. But I don't think he's Puerto Rican. Her husband was like Middle Eastern or something like that. I don't remember too well. Yeah. I haven't had Puerto Rican food in New York City. Matter of fact, that's what I should do. Bro, that's the video I should do. Like, trying out Puerto Rican mofongo, bro. That how I'm always obsessed with plátano. I love plátanos. That looked amazing, and it was. I still remember how this mofongo tastes. That's how great that mofongo was, bro. And she put the pernil right on top, and the juices of the pernil would drizzle down through the mofongo plátano cracks. Eso es una montaña. Y esa montaña. Eso, goddamn. I was surprised because the mofongo is crazy. See how big that mofongo is, guys? That's what the Everest mountain, bruh. I'm dogging. Y sigue rezando. Bro, that was fire. Bro, I was hungry. I was darker too. You guys noticed that? Why was I darker? There was more sun in LA. That's why I missed the LA sun. Sun. Me encanta mucho los plátanos maduros. Oh, plátano maduro, lo mejor, Tariq. You look younger, the best. Sigue hablando. Everything. Yo, that mofongo, bruh. No lie, you could go. I have gone a lot of places and I've tried a lot of mofongos, but I don't even think I ever tasted a mofongo that beats that one. And then we did this video, and you know these people, that bro. And to be honest with you, these people after this, I think her daughter was part of como se dice, like she was a chef, like she was like a master chef for kids with Gordon Ramsay. And after this video was such a success that their mofongo food truck became a hit. And people started like going on, and they were able to open up a second food truck. They opened up a second food truck, bro. And then after that, they opened up a restaurant, but unfortunately, the restaurant failed. I think it was hard for them to run 2 food trucks and a restaurant. I think they went a little bit too fast, and I think it was hard to maintain quality control, which is sad because they're lovely people. She's a lovely woman. She was trying to do her best to showcase Port. She was very passionate about the Puerto Rican food and showcasing Puerto Rican in Los Angeles, because there wasn't many, and she had the best mofongo. I sell human meat. What the hell? Human meat tastes what the hell? What kind of crazy? This person crazy. Ignore them. Some people are crazy. What the hell? I got a sound effects for that person. Why would you say that? No, that's not it. No, I don't know why I said that. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh, that don't know. Stop. Yeah, it's crazy to watch the videos now. I didn't know like that video had that much views, bro. Oh, what the hell did I do? Wow. It's crazy. Look at Yvonne. Yvonne had more hair. Oh, we look so young. It's crazy because at that time, like, we look so young, and then now we look. I'm like, when you see me breathe like that, is because of those night. It's like hunting. Everything that was meat is on the menu. What? Some people are just creepy. The editing in this video is crazy. Yeah, it was just holy. You're weird as hell. What are you saying? But the Aztecs did eat human meat, though. He not wrong though, or she. It's most likely a dude because it's usually a dude. Alexis, she became a director. She left, and I don't even know what she's doing right now. I think she's probably creating movies or something. Ivan left, and he started doing more hosting stuff, and he's gonna start doing videos with Latin Nation, and Bus and Curry became the creative development for Latin Nation recently. Yeah. So, well, I wanted to give this a try. I'm about to hop off. Paola, thank you for hanging on with me. Cecilia, SWS. I'm going to start streaming Mondays at nighttime. So this was a trial run. See how it works. What do you guys think? Any feedback? Give me feedback. What you think? What can I change? How can I make this live stream a lot better? Every time I get on, I want to make things better, bro. I'm here to grow and learn. How's your mom and sister? I miss Curly. Oh, they're great. They're great. Curly is doing great. I talk to Curly all the time, and then I'm gonna probably help Latin Nation create some videos. So you will see me back on doing more videos. Paola, ignore him. Ignore. Well, no, I'm gonna get off, and I love you guys. Thank you guys for sticking with me and this first stream, and the first one of many, right? And I think there's one person watching through Twitch. Shout out to that one person watching on Twitch. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you back. I hope you guys come back on Monday. Probably not the holy guy. You don't. La pase bien.